MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.
I'm back at 600 UK today and I'm here with Trevor Matthews, who's an applications engineer for the company. We've looked before at the Harrison 1350XS, in fact we've done a machine review, but today we're here specifically to explore some of the features and benefits of the Alpha system on their FANUC control. So good morning Trevor.
Good morning Paul, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Trevor, let's start with some of the features and benefits of the control. You've mentioned to me about tool settings, so that's probably a good place to start.
Okay.
So, why is it so good?
The Alpha system is a unique system to the Harrison range of machines. The tool setting on the Alphas is basically a touch screen which enables any operator to really easily set the tools just by the press of a button.
So would that not be available on a standard FANUC control on a semi-CNC teach lathe? It's unique to yourself?
This is unique to the Harrison brand of machines.
Okay, so talk us through on the control how it works.
What we've got, Paul, is basically a glorified DRL at this moment on this base screen. All the operator has to do is select a tool by the use of the T value at the top of the screen. Say he wants to set tool 1. All he has to do is press the 1, the input, move the hand wheels to the datum of this component, to the front of this component, face the component off, and to set what we call the datum, all we do is press the Z, press the screen comes up with the prompt, tool 1 is the datum, tool yes or no, press the tick and it changes the datum point or the Z value to the 0. That's the datum set. To set a diameter or an X value, all the operator has to do is turn the diameter, measure the diameter with a micrometer, press the X, type in the diameter he's just measured, we'll say for instance 50 millimeters, and press the input, and that's the tool set.
Okay, so, very simple.
Very simple.
Okay, so you could set, if you've got a tool post on this machine, that would be 4 tools you could set literally within
minutes. The standard Alpha system comes with what we call 32 pairs of offsets. Okay, if the machine does have a turret on, that is limited by how many stations there is on the turret.
But you've got 32 though, did you say?
32 with a standard tool post with either a Dixon or a Parat tool post.
Okay, so that's the tool set inside. What about, you've mentioned to me as well about box cycles. Can you explain about that?
Box cycles basically are a semi-automatic turning operation. The system is designed for a guy who has come off a centre lathe and wants to move to this step up like I say, semi-automatic turn operations. The machine will turn to automatic stops where it will run like a centre lathe, okay, where the stop will knock off, the operator will wind the hand wheel back to the start, take another depth of cut, or it can turn it into what's called a box cycle, which is like an automatic cycle. So the operator will then put in a depth of cut, a speed, activate the cycle by pressing one of the buttons on the screen, activate the cycle here again. Obviously with it being an automatic cycle the doors do have to be closed and the machine will turn to the stops what the operator has set in an X value and a Z minus and run around automatically.
So you create your own cycles?
You create your own cycles, very simple cycles.
Okay, and then a third point you mentioned to me about CAM systems, importing programs. Talk us through how the Alpha system works on that.
In the early days, Paul, obviously this is an upgraded system to what we had 20 years ago. We did have some operators who wanted to join all these small box cycles together to form a complete profile. The Alpha system wasn't designed to do that, so we looked at a different method, which was to use an offline CAD/CAM system. The CAD/CAM system is supplied by a company called Superdraft and it's called the Alpha Link. The operator can go into the Alpha Link, draw a simple drawing, download the program which is generated into the Alpha system, and the Alpha system will then run a complete profile.
Okay, so when we take let's use those 3 items that we've spoken about. This control, with it being a FANUC control, you can also program ISO or code-based.
Yes.
You do also have manual guide on this machine.
We do, yes.
So I'm just trying to differentiate, I mean, how many people would use the Alpha programming features and benefits that we've spoken about compared to the other areas of the control? Like
It's
the
all
ISO?
dependent on where the operator, where his background has come from. If it's come from a centre lathe, he will 99% use the Alpha system because it's such a simple system and it's based on what is on a centre lathe. The more experienced operators who are used to programming G-code will use either the manual guide system or they will use the ISO standard on the other side.
Okay, so would it be fair to say then that the beauty of this machine and this control setup means that whatever your background, whether you are going straight from a conventional lathe or you're coming from a CNC background, you can basically pick or choose which system that you use?
Exactly, yes. All 3 systems on this machine, really, again, it's operator dependent. The more experienced ones will use the ISO. We have had companies where they've actually bought our machines and they've just used the offline CAD/CAM system because that is what they've actually been used to.
And that's the Alpha Link.
And that's the Alpha Link, yes. The other guys, you get some people who've programmed in MGI before, will just use the MGI system. You may get people who just do an ISO or G-code programming for most of their lives and they'll just use the ISO side. So it's a great variety of different systems what's on the control.
Okay, well you will know the marketplace well. Semi-CNC lathes, there's a lot of them.
Yes.
And as I say, the reason we're here today is to explore some of the features and benefits of this control. How different is this system to what other people are offering or what other companies are offering?
Most of the companies offer either something similar to the Alpha system, okay, or they will offer just a standard machine with a G-code system, or they may offer a standard machine with a G-code and manual guiding. We're the only ones which fit all 3 different types of programming system into one control, which makes this system completely unique to us.
Okay, you answered the question perfectly there. I'm just putting myself in the position of an engineer, exploring the market, looking at the possibilities and what other machines there are available. And if I was now coming here, would you be focusing on this control as a big part of the sales process?
Yes, we would, yes. We tend to push the Alpha system, obviously, because a lot of our machines, when we do the training, we start off with the Alpha to show them the simplicity of the tool setting. Now, the good thing about the Alpha tool setting as well, Paul, is that an experienced operator can set the tools very quickly, very simply in the Alpha system. He can then, with the turn of the key, turn over to the ISO system, and all the offsets have been also transferred over to the ISO system and the manual guide. So there's a great speed of changeover.
Okay, Trevor, you've covered every point that I was looking to find out about. Thank you very much. It's been a great insight into the Alpha system and the Harrison XS range.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
For more videos, products and news, go to mtdcnc.com or follow MTD Online on Twitter.